17 that are being caught with knives is increasing year by year.
So you want to be a roadman?
Shanking habits, yeah, what?
The real pandemic of knife crime in the UK is at an all-time high.
Kids as young as 12 are getting caught up in this barbaric madness.
Many of them are being groomed into this roadman lifestyle.
But some kids and young adults think it's cool.
But they're being influenced in some way because it's not cool. Would you want to be one?
Probably not, right?
A jewelry store was robbed today by a group of what appears to be masked teenage boys.
So are they just gangsters then, Ray? Is that it?
Some are in it, but some are just wannabes. And some are just regular kids, man.
But how do you tell the difference? I mean, they all dress the same, speak the same, right?
Yeah, exactly. Could be a guy on his way to uni, or a guy ready to rob, man.
You think man's a head blood? Yeah, what? You think man's a head blood, yeah?
At least, I'm guessing you wouldn't. Especially after what you just witnessed.
Why are they using knives to attack and stab each other? Explain to me.
For clout.
To protect themselves, or
People were looking for power.
Self-defense? What do you mean?
15-year-old Jaquil Pusey was sentenced to a minimum of 17 years in prison.
18-year-old Lewis Ludford was sentenced to 21 years.
17-year-old Giovanni Harriet sentenced to a minimum of 18.
17-year-old Alfie Benson was sentenced to 12 years. 18-year-old Yusuf Sese was sentenced to 22 years.
I kind of feel like if you carry a knife, you're going to die by it, innit?
But before we look into the why, when it comes to someone being a roadman, or turning into a roadman, what actually is one? But before we continue, this documentary explores mature themes, including violence, drug-related content, and other sensitive issues. However, significant efforts have been made to censor and modify content in accordance with YouTube's community guidelines. This is intended primarily for educational purposes and does not condone or glorify gang activity or any form of criminal behaviour. With that being said, where were we? Oh yeah. What is a roadman?
For me, I'd say probably people just work on the roads.
Just for some context, I decided to take to the streets of Manchester and Preston and ask members of the public what's the first thing that came to mind when I said the word roadman to them.
So the word roadman, I think when I hear the word roadman, I think it's people due to their unfortunate circumstances that they've put themselves in due to the life that they've led, have put themselves in unfortunate circumstances. Therefore, as a provider of putting bread and butter on the table, they have to resort to selling stuff that you can't get behind pharmacy counters. And in my opinion, you got to do what you got to do, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion, whether it's right or wrong, and that's it.
So what's the first thing you think of when I say the word roadman?
Gangster.
Negative energy?
Yeah.
Negative energy sort of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever met any?
Of course, bro.
Guy that chills on the streets, innit? So.
Bags, mate. Just bags. Classic gangsters, really. I think they run it. Wastemen. It's not really the way to deal with things, but over a postcode and stuff, it's a bit stupid, isn't it? Once they're an agent, they find out. I know a lot of them.
Yeah. Bad man. Really.
Yeah, it's just like negative vibes, bro.
So you wouldn't say it's a lifestyle to recommend, like getting?
It's not, you don't really want to be doing that, man. You got to be doing it proper and that.
Yeah.
Doing it proper. It's all fun and games and it's not sort of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
You know any personally?
Yeah, I know plenty.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Shiny tracksuit from JD. Electric scooters.
Roadman.
Oh, Roadman.
Yeah.
Oh, danger.
Okay. Yeah. Have you ever met a roadman?
Somebody working on the road? No, I've driven past them.
Okay.
Violence or, tension, I guess. I don't know, it's more normal around the south, I guess. It's a bit more from there.
I really don't know. Either. I was thinking maybe I don't know. Is it a certain type of clothing or something? That's maybe, I don't know. It's like the person in the clothing could be like
You see it amongst younger kids now, and as younger kids are growing up with this roadman ideology.
I guess I immediately think London, to be fair. It feels like a London word. So I think the first image that comes to mind is people on scooters grabbing phones.
So yeah, I'm from Scotland, so I only encountered the term roadmen when I moved to England for the first time.
So mate, so you're American, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think of when I say the word roadman to you?
I think of like the UK gangsters. Like they sell drugs, have long knives, and they go around shanking people.
Probably like Top Boy, something like that. Yeah. Roadman, yeah, someone like that on the streets, just doing their thing, on their grind, innit?
And I guess people mostly used it to describe youngish, usually black or Asian men, just maybe with a bike, riding a bike. I don't know. I'm still not entirely sure on what it means, like aside from that, to be honest.
Possibly hang out in gangs, maybe do a bit of wheeling dealing, bit of that kind of business. That's what I think.
Oh yeah, because it's like people of all ethnicities can be a roadman. You can get like a white roadman, black roadman, Asian roadman, anybody really.
Well, that's good then to know.
Like some people go into the office, some people are on the road. That's just part of life.
So what's the first thing that you think of when I say the word roadman to you?
Like a bad man, people that sell drugs and that.
Because some people would say typically they do like live like a negative lifestyle. From my research that I've seen, it's not actually to be a roadman. You don't necessarily have to be a gangster, basically. But then some roadmen are gangsters at the same time, or gang members and whatnot. What's the first thing that you think of when I say the word roadman to you?
Not crime, I suppose. I mean, yeah, no doubt about it. Like, same with some office workers, right? Some people do like blue collar fraud and whatnot, and then some people just do their job. So it's like, I think there's levels to it.
You see roadmen like gangsters, really, innit? Like get about with knives and all that.
Might walk past somebody, I could be one for all you know, but obviously I'm not.
I've been attacked by people.
Yeah, with knives.
Yeah.
Big guy.
Yeah.
Got scars.
Do you know what I mean? Like, basically, if they're not causing damage, that harm to other people, then whatever, man. You've got to, at the end of the day, you've got to make your bread. Like, alright, that's just what they're doing. That's the cards they've been dealt, really. So, each to their own, man.
2,819 children were arrested with blades in 2022. This interactive map I'm about to show you reveals a number of 10 to 15-year-olds in your local area that were arrested in that year. Northumbria have had to deal with 56 arrests in that year. In Cumbria, there were 30 arrests. In North Wales, there were 18. Norfolk had 24. Lincolnshire has 4. Nottinghamshire has 114 arrests in 2022. That's crazy. South Yorkshire had 58. West Yorkshire had 166. Wow. Greater Manchester, that's where I'm from, had 184. Terrible me. Cheshire had 16. West Mercia had 41. Warwickshire had 14. Thames Valley Police, which covers Buckinghamshire and Oxfordshire, has had to deal with 98 arrests. The Metropolitan Police Service, which covers the Greater London area, has dealt with a total of 718 minors carrying and using knives. No surprise there. Hertfordshire has 66. Essex has 90. Kent has 104. Sussex has 58. And finally, Devon and Cornwall have 46. So the clear winner, or loser, whichever way you look at it, is Greater London, also known as London, with Greater Manchester coming in at a not-so-close second. But let's be honest here, knife crime stats are one thing, but not every young person in those numbers is a part of road culture.
She's got a knife!
What are you doing, mate? No, go away! This is what you do, you come here and just try and hurt everyone. Go. Hey, this is going to feds, by the way. Go. That's it, run away! Run away! Buy a t-shirt, blood!
It's essentially a lifestyle, you know? We can't exactly say how many of them are into the roadman scene. My guess is it's a big chunk, maybe more than half, or around half, maybe less, but definitely not everyone. The issue is, a lot of kids on the road get labelled as trouble or problematic by the police, just based on how they talk and dress. Take a kid in a black Nike Tech tracksuit, using slang from their local area, but with zero ties to crime. Still, they'll be judged according to their appearance. And it's sad to say, but that suspicion will likely increase, perhaps even dramatically,
if it's a black kid.
Okay. Because you don't know the justification that we've used in order to stop him. Okay. You don't know why we stopped him. There's a reason why. We don't just stop anybody for no reason. All right.
Okay.
Are you all happy?
Yeah,
fix it?
If you want to just take that wrist down in front of you. Not that one, just maybe move this one this way.
That's fine, we'll send you. It'll be obviously quite brief. We'll send you. Thank you for being there. Those shiny shoes, aren't they? Nice shoes.
Hello, what's your name?
Jerome.
Jerome, where do you live?
Back Avenue, Braddock Common.
Braddock Common, yeah. No, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Did they tell you the reason they stopped and searched you?
I said I touched my pocket.
You touched your pocket? They said you touched your pocket, that's why they stopped and searched you?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot. I'll put it on Facebook. Do you want to say something?
No, I just don't know why.
Do you believe you've been stereotyped?
Yeah.
You believe you've been stereotyped, isn't it?
Because I had my head up, so...
Yeah, but there's a whole lot of people walking here with their hood on. They've not stopped and searched anybody. Yeah. They just put their handcuffs on. They put their handcuffs on you. Why would they have to do that?
What I find funny about this is that black people make up a grand total of 4% of the UK population, yet many idiot racists and fools seem to think that we are responsible for 100% of this nation's problems, when it's a statistical and physical impossibility.
You got people that walk around, suck their teeth, I'm bad, I'm a gangster, I'm this, I'm that, yeah? You're an yeah?
Throw on some streetwear or some sportswear, use one or two words from Roadman slang, and you're basically a walking confession as far as some people are concerned. But I don't want to focus too much on race, because the reality is there are many different roadmen from a very diverse range of backgrounds. And whilst mainstream media often portrays black people as the inventors of this culture and regularly puts them at the forefront, there are far more white kids and adolescents walking around in tracksuits than there are black kids. Way more. Statistically, there are more than double the amount of Asians to black people in this country. And I've seen plenty of Asian roadmen too, but they're usually not highlighted as much in the media. But my point is, it's a British subculture that originated from the urban areas of London and has permeated throughout the UK, with a lot more presence in major cities like Manchester, Birmingham, Liverpool, but it's even spread overseas to places like Canada, and also gotten the attention of people from the US. Have black people made major contributions to it? Absolutely. Especially when it comes to the slang, which draws massive inspiration from Afro-Jamaican and other Afro-Caribbean languages. But to say black people were the sole creators of it would be totally inaccurate. So whilst the culture may be popular and liked by many, there are tons of people who do not like it at all.
I have a hatred for roadmen. I am a 13-year-old kid from a town not far from Reading. They all listen to drill which they obnoxiously blast in at breaks and lunch times, which just makes everyone else rowdy.
As a black man, I've always been expected to be road, or at least like the culture, but the truth is I hate it, and I hate it with every fibre of my being.
I guarantee if these kids actually met proper gangsters, they would shit their pants.
Like, when I see roadmen, I just think, these lot are dumb. It's dumb. What are you doing it for? You're not making money. And the girls that you're trying to get are just some dumb hoes, man. You're not getting, it's not no thing that you're gonna propose to or nothing, man. Yeah, hold my gun and put it in your purse. And she's like, yeah, I love my man for that. And what?
Bro, it's
do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, hold my drugs and keep it in your mum's house. And then we're there chilling, watching movies, and then police break in and I get taken and what life is that?
He's a good guy.
Do you know what I mean?
Muppets on Facebook thinking you're bad, mate. I lied in the last one of your birds one by one.
Alright guys, welcome to my YouTube video, and today I'm going to be telling you why I hate Roadman. And yes, let's get started with the video.
Now, thing is, when you think of Roadman, you think of, you know, like the London ones that go, you what blood, I'll wet ya.
You want to me, yes I want to you, bro. Yes or no? I want you, yes or no, fast smack you, bro. Yes or no, fast smack you. Huh? If you want chilling at my yard, on my life, next time I see your hole in a second. On my life. Mother's life. I ain't getting bagged over them right now. What? What, bro? What, bro? Fling on up, you wet.
You know, them sort of ones. not really on about them one today, because I don't live that lifestyle in London. I live in this shitty world. It's a BTEC Liverpool, full of BTEC scousers that think they're hard as nails.
Swift right bang, and he put the kid to bed. Hit him in his head like I thought the kid was dead. Now I'm running from the Fed, next to knuckle on a ped. But we're swift and we split, and I'm quick to stash his head. Yeah, I'm gone.
Now I hate these people. I encounter them every single day. I have no, what's the word? I have a massive distaste to them. I think they're absolute or every single one of them. I don't think that I've seen a good interaction with any of them, because they think they look cool. They think they are hard. Yet they dress in all black. They all look the exact same. They're all stupid inbred, alright? Who just give for no reason. They carry knives. Oof. They're scary individuals, these lot. I'll tell you what. I would not want to mess.
This is the Turtle Mandem C-Mac, yeah, featuring little f***ing Kev, yeah. Over there in our corner, it's our boy Ginger Joe, yeah. We don't f*** about. Kick it, Kev. Got on the bus with me, they save us. Smoke the reefer in the corner.
Now you might have seen that and just thought, what in the world did I just watch? Well, many people here in the UK would be more likely to associate that group of lads with the chav subculture, which does have some overlap with roadman culture, however they are very distinct. The reason I wanted to show that video was because one of the guys in that clip said, Turtle Mandem. Mandem being a term more closely associated with roadman culture. However, chav is more of a derogatory term meant to stereotype some young people who are in a working class community as coming from council houses and being violent. And similarly to roadmen, they are often stereotyped as being antisocial.
You don't have no childs.
Now, in various parts of the UK, an antisocial behaviour order was a legal order which aimed to restrict the movements and activities of certain individuals that would continually behave in a way which caused harassment, alarm and distress to others. It's now been renamed as a criminal behaviour order, aka a CBO. But let's be real, harassment, alarm and distress can be caused by anyone, from any group, background, subculture, any age at any time. Whether you see it as a chav, a roadman, posh, common, it doesn't matter. That being said, let's look at some more examples of it being caused by what some would categorise as chavs, and in some instances by roadmen. And let's play a little bit of spot the difference whilst we're at it. So first up, roadman or chav?
See this bastard? See that bastard over there recording me?
Oh, break up your face, bro. Oh, break up your face. That's what I said. I said it with chest, bro. Come out there. Come out there. What? I put your f***ing donut, bro. What are you gonna do? Open the door then. Open the door then.
The police are getting run out of end. The police. Right.
Out of the shop, bro. Out of the shop, please. Out of the shop, please.
Nowhere, bro.
Out of the shop, please.
Video me one more time, bro. Stop videoing me.
Where is it? I'm videoing you.
Stop videoing me.
What are you saying? You want to fight me in it? Not allowed.
You little criminal.
What, you're gonna look at me, Flip?
You little criminal.
Your mouth is f***ing rot.
Take care, mate. All the best to you. All the best to you, mate. Get away from me, you little Guys, call the police. Call the police. Call the police, guys.
Come out of the car. Come out of the car.
Jump on the whip.
Where you? Jump on the car. start chefing up, guys. Before I start chefing up, guys. Jump out of the whip.
I'll take your stick up here. I'll stick it up your. You turn into a lollipop, you little dick mouthful. I'm like, I smudge it. There's no hammers in that little fucking girl. Well, oh, it's nice. You day. You got a fucking day. What's crap? Stump over you. Disabled leg you. Griffle. Watching it.
So where was you? But where was you? But where was you? Because my sister beat into a cat, Mini. My sister beat into a cat. You're wet. You're wet. I spent arms when I catch you. I didn't get a who the f*** with. It's pee. It's pee. It's pee. I'll leave you right now.
No, you don't know me. I'm Big Troy Brady from Chef S2. Remember, S2. C-R-O-Y. B with a big B. R-E-A-L-E-Y. S2 mother. Remember, man ain't scared of you, school. I'm not saying like a big come on.
Me, right, I look at a very old boy, don't I? I'm 30 years old on the 6th of March now. Yeah, I've worked every day of my life, of my working life. People like you come over, people like your family, and your scrawny little kids, and little ratty little things. You look like you can't age me. That's what you look like. Being out from Salford, being out from Manchester. And off this bus, yeah? By the time this bus gets us off the precinct, so I'm gonna bounce this can off your head. Otherwise, I'm gonna drag you to a hospital, mate, dirty little black. And I'm gonna make your family pay the bills to keep my granddad alive, mate. Because you're not from this country. My granddad's 77 years old. I've got to go witness my granddad dying. Now get off the bus. Get off the bus before the bounce this can in your face. Do it. Do it. You're not from this country, mate. You're not from this country. You're not from this country. Move. Pay no tax. Pay no national insurance. Get off the bus. My granddad's dying in hospital, yeah? My granddad's been 77 years in town. My granddad fought in World War II, right? And he's doing it on the bus! Get ball! Get everything! No! Nah, mate! Not happening! Ready! Ready to go on a mission, mate! I'm ready for money! Crap! Disgrace! Disgrace! Crap, crap! Daesh, bang! Islam, bang! Islam and Daesh! Islam, Daesh! Islam, Daesh! Bang! Bang! Islam and Daesh! I apologize about
Did you notice any differences? If you didn't, that's fine, because some people would lump them both together in the same group based on their similar dress sense alone. But there are some highly unique differences which does distinguish the Roadman culture from the chav culture. But for now, let's reset and head back to what you clicked on this video for.
We have a level 1 roadman in here. We're going to ask him a little bit about his build, yeah? What's the crack with this?
Basically, yeah, this is just one of the baddest songs about. Man paid like basically too much for it. That
you bought it or you took it?
Nah, man, I bought this, innit? I don't like none of that taking stuff, obviously. Sure? Someone took my bike when I was young, had me upset still.
Do a few dingings and drillings and that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. All these guys with their cars and that, they think that they're rapid, but wait till you get on the the electric one.
You can't do this.
What?
Who are you, bro? Where's summer shop for?
Who are you talking to, bro?
Who are you talking with? I'll slap you in your face, bro.
coming out here with that f***ing act like some hoodlum or
Bro,
something.
don't even try it.
This is legitimate business, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah, you Bro, your dad, see your dad, bro. Hey, your dad next time, innit, fam? Your dad.
Bro, wait till I see you next time, yeah?
You see this
Say that to my... Bro, say it to my
f***ing
face, innit, you
Bro.
Say it chest, innit?
It's on smuggling, it's on set.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, why do I hate roadmen, you may ask? Why do I hate them? They're just all the same. They're the same person. And I'm not... No, this isn't just for roadmen as well. Road women, they're arguably worse. They are arguably worse, because they are people who dress in fake tan, vaping all the time, you know, going out with lads who wear dressing all black hoods up, ballies on, smoking weed, carrying knives. I mean, how cool are you?
I'm gonna get my umbrella out and do burnouts on your front lawn.
There's nothing likeable about any of these people who think they're absolute dogs, all because they do a little bit of weed, you know, absolute solid. I've never touched weed or vape in my life, and I will keep that to the day I die, hopefully. I just don't want to live that lifestyle, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, fam. I don't want to live the lifestyle that other kids think is so cool, which just really isn't.
Just smoke pure spliffs, don't talk no myths, just facts.
I've repeated myself, but I cannot repeat enough of how much I hate these people walking around at night time in fully black thinking they're cool. And you know, because with the BTEC Scousers, they've got this accent on them, which is Scouse for BTEC, where it's the lad, who are you speaking to like that, lad? Who are you speaking to, lad? You know, that sort of accent that's just really f***ing annoying. And so I hate like Scouse like accent lingo. It's so bad. I think it's just embarrassing saying stuff like, yeah, lad, get on this, got some candy for me there, lad. Oh, lad, I'm dying for a vaping kid. Like that sort of shitty language that they f***ing speak.
I'm a Scouser, so I'm sick. We smoke Cali when we're...
Right, everyone goes into town, say you're buying something for Mother's Day, and you look at the bench next to you, and you see people wearing these clothes and smoking a fat doob. I wonder what was actually going through their heads when they decided to wear that, when they left the house. What do they even look like? It's like they decided to take a load of hiking gear, and they were like, you know what? Let's make this really skeptery and ruin it for everyone that goes hiking.
I hate the things that they wear. It doesn't even look nice.
Right, I'm on a dictionary here. Let's go through a few words that these rude men use. And it's actually really embarrassing because it's usually kids that do this. And, oh my god, they just look like massive Allow it means to stop it. Which, what, that don't even make any sense.
Partial correction. Allow it can sometimes literally mean to allow it, or to leave it be. Now I know what this guy is saying, but I want to do my best to not allow any misinformation to be spread. For example, if somebody's being attacked, they might say, yo, allow it, man. Allow it, man.
Do you know what? Please, man. I think I'm gonna enjoy this one still. It's over, blood. You're begging, man. Shank him, please, man. Just shank him. Allow me, blood. Allow me, man. What did you just say?
Allow it, man. Allow it, man.
Why are you running? Do you know who's block you're on?
Allow it, man.
Hey, fam, why do you even like the tone that you're using? Young, you take us for him.
Yo. Yeah, allow it, man. Allow it, man.
Oh, God. Drop the bag. Drop the bag. Drop the bag. Come on, don't make us go left, man. Fuck away. Drop the bag. Cool. Ball him in his legs.
This would suggest that they're asking their attackers to stop, but it also can be interpreted as them asking them to allow them to carry on doing what they're doing. Allow me to be. Leave me alone. Allow me to be left to my own devices.
What's really good though, cousin?
Well, man, you think that scares me? Man, you don't even know me.
Allow it, come. Let's get out of here, man. You man got murked, like.
But I do want to be fair and say that ironically, it does indeed often mean to stop it, which is very common when it comes to much of UK slang. And like many words and phrases in the English language, whether they be formal, informal, slang or colloquial, this phrase has multiple meanings depending on the context, but they're all centered around either stopping someone from doing something, allowing something to continue that was already happening, or just an all-round expression of disagreement.
Man's got high grade for sale, got white and B there as well. What are you saying?
I'm saying, where you getting this from?
That's my business.
Yeah. Well, how much?
Well, that's 40 grand a kilo.
40? Brother, allow them prices there, fam. You think you're tough on all of them things there, brother? Can't come to them prices with bad man rude.
Listen, but speaking like a roadman is a super meaty subject which I want to tackle later on. Overall, the stigma against roadman culture is so strong that anyone looking the part becomes a target. Walk down the street in a suit and tie instead of a hoodie and jogging bottoms, and watch how most people's perception of you changes. Realistically, it's likely that most civilians will feel more comfortable walking past a man in a suit at night, as opposed to someone who looks like this, or this, or this, and definitely not this. Now, I don't advocate for gangs, crime and mindless violence, but I'm also against the police judging someone just based on their clothes and speech patterns.
He's a young boy. He's a young boy, bro. He's a young boy. Look, you're being a bit aggressive. That's a bit aggressive.
Young boy.
Hey, bro, how old is he? How old is he?
I don't know.
That's aggressive, man.
Listen to me.
No, that's aggressive.
Listen to me.
I can't.
Listen to me.
That's not good in my heart. Seeing a young boy. He's in his school uniform.
Okay, he could have committed a robbery.
Yeah, but you haven't determined that.
What are you going to do?
Wait, go away. Go away.
What are you going to do?
Brother, put your cuffs
You
away.
can do, go away. I'll train MMA. You can try to detain me. You can try to do MMA, bro. I'll detain you myself. I'll detain you myself.
I said I'll detain you, man.
Oi! Oi! I am.
Film that. Cannabis around you, okay? And you're not letting me put custody. Hey, Brody, what's going on? Just film it. Hey, none. I mean, what sense? What's going on? Relax.
What are you doing to him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not one in a mark, one plus. One of you.
Now, in all three of these situations, nobody was arrested. Each individual that was stopped was eventually allowed to go free, but not before going through some form of conflict. This kid here was detained on the basis of, supposedly, matching the description of another kid who had robbed somebody at knife point in the area. This guy was searched on the basis of their suspicion that he could be carrying drugs. Now, this other guy was an interesting case because it was just more of a shouting match between the officers. And what I've actually never seen before is the cameraman goes up to one of the officers and tells them,
Brother, put your cuffs away.
and the officer seems to comply.
Do MMA, bro. I'll detain you myself.
Now, it's not clear why they're trying to stop this guy, but I assume it's for some sort of search. And a lot of people may say, why doesn't he just comply? Why is he going crazy like that? Why is he getting so aggravated? Some people react to what they perceive to be harassment in different ways.
Get off my throat, mate. You're scratching my throat. You're not on my throat. The woman's watching you. Where's his arm? Where's his arm? Where's this guy's arm?
If you remember this youngster over here, he just looked defeated. Head down, looking almost like he was depressed. Who knows how many times that's happened to him. He just can't be bothered anymore. Whereas some people are extremely vocal.
Where do you remember him from?
When I was 15.
15.
Have you been spoken
People like you make me sick.
Have you or not?
You're
Can you
a
answer my
nonce.
question or not?
You're a nonce.
Can you answer my
You're a
question?
nonce.
And to be honest, if somebody is being repeatedly violated when it comes to their rights, why wouldn't they be frustrated about that? So they don't have the right to use their own voice to express their views? Should it always be yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir? I don't think so. There's a time to speak and there's a time to be quiet. I mean, this guy is a great example of somebody who started off being calm and respectful toward the police every time he was stopped, and then eventually you can see video after video his frustration rise. I mean, all the content on his entire TikTok account is just him getting stopped and searched.
What's the issue? Why you not pulling me over?
So, how are you today?
Yeah, man, how are you?
I'm good.
Why are you pulling me over?
I'm pulling you over?
Yeah, why are you pulling me over?
Any excuse to harass me. Road, sir. Okay,
Yeah.
You're coming a bit quick.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Could you step out?
Why am I getting out? Why am I getting out?
Very nervous.
There's no nervous. I don't need to get out of my car. I'm fully legit. I'm fully legit. I don't need to get out of my car.
To get away from me. It might not be, but
I'm fully legit. I don't need to get out of my car. I'm fully legit. I don't need to get out of my car.
okay, but
I know my rights.
Just search you.
Search me for what though? What are you searching me for?
Weapons.
What do you mean weapons? What do you mean weapons?
Just another day.
Put that one.
That's alright. See you later, yeah? Oh, good, yeah? Sweet. Leave me alone, bro.
Huh?
What am I getting now?
Section 163 of the Road Traffic Act. I need to ask you some questions as well, mate.
Well, you can ask me through the window. This is the second time you lot pulled me already today.
You can film me. I'm being filmed as well.
Free to go?
Is everything you happy? I'm happy with what they told me. You're happy.
You're happy?
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, buddy, what's going to happen? I'm going to take you to Section 23 of the Emissions Drugs Act. Reason for that, as I said, when you drove from past before, okay, you're very slumped down in the car with your head towards that pillar. Okay, it's very well known for people to obviously can try and conceal themselves from police or other members of the public. As you came towards the car, I did see you try and stuff something. I don't know what it is, mate. I don't know what it is. It could have been a phone, it could have been something. Again, I do not know what it is.
Stay off your phone, mate.
Thank you for that, yeah?
Feeling alright,
Yeah. Gotta get you, like, see you later, yeah? Have a nice evening. See you later.
Okay, yeah, I'll be after 2 years,
Are you not roughing me up like that? You're recording, mate. Nervous about what?
Tell me, mate.
You know what?
Second?
You're alright.
You don't harass me all the time. All the time.
That's my phone.
All the time you don't want to harass me.
Remember his face.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, don't worry.
See you later, mate. Good luck next time.
And you're a bro.
Big. Mind your language, so you're still in public.
We search you for drugs, as I mentioned. The reason is this is an area heavily known for drug use, and you're known to us as a drug user. So I'll be searching you.
Hear this
Okay. You're entitled to a copy for search anytime in the next 3 months.
Like, you're fine. Escort to treat each other. Wait, what? Right, pregnant.
Alright,
boys, how we doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I've met you before. Yeah. Hey, do you want to jump out of the car, please?
Why am I getting out?
Yeah, jump out of the car. Just have a conversation.
Why am I getting out though? What's the reason?
Because we're stopping you and we want to talk to you.
But what's the reason?
You're filming me. I can see you there.
Yeah, you keep.
Switch your engine off. We're gonna have a chat.
Yeah, why am I getting out though? Can't you see we just got food?
Can you wind down the window a bit?
Yeah, you can still hear me.
Yeah, wind it down.
I don't need to wind it down.
Wind it down because it's happening.
I don't need to wind it down. Why are you pulling me over? Yeah, what's flagged on my car? Yeah, for what though? For what though? What's on the flag? Yeah, do your checks then. I don't give a shit. Do your checks and let me go. You're making my food get cold.
Well, we can do that. You can go and do your food.
Yeah, so do your checks and let me go.
Boys, jump out of the car. You've been detained for a search, alright?
A search for what though?
Jump out of the car. You're detained for a search.
Search for what?
Again, being detained for the purpose of drug search, okay? Alright, jump out of the car.
Mate, this is all the time, you know.
Jump out of the car. I know, mate.
Hey, mate, if I get out, you're not putting me in cuffs. If I get out, mate, if I get out, you're not putting me in cuffs.
Thank you very much. Right, put your phone away, come on.
What do you mean? I'm allowed to record.
Okay, you're not this moment in time, not if it's going to obstruct.
I'm not obstructing nothing, mate. It's all of this bad man shit. You got to get on my nerves.
Alright, listen, this is what I'm
allowed to record this. Yeah, pose for them. Let them see. You lot always want to harass me, and you. Say bye.
See you later.
Yeah?
Alright, I'll see you next time, yeah?
You'll see me next time. No, you won't, mate.
Sure, some people in hoodies commit crimes, but plenty don't. Most kids in these hoodies who speak slang aren't in gangs, but unfortunately this kind of profiling keeps happening, causing tension between low-income communities and the authorities, leading to mass resentment and lack of trust in the police. And it's a shame because it's a position that should come with some honour and respect, as it's not the easiest job by any means. What's unfortunately happened is a lot of the police have shown themselves to be extremely disrespectful towards many members of the public, which has resulted in this general feeling of ill will from the public toward law enforcement.
How was he hit, mate? Don't know, he just punches your mouth. I don't know, what is it? How he got hit? Punch in the head. Punch in the head, yeah. Banging head, he was saying he feels a little bit cold.
They don't like when they're on the receiving end.
Best thing I've seen today.
This is funny. I love it.
Good. I hate police. It's about time they got a taste of their own medicine.
Now, when I came across this video on TikTok, I was actually a little bit surprised to see almost no sympathy for the officer that was down. I think I found 2 or 3 comments out of 49 at most that were in favour of this officer, but the overwhelming majority were like these.
By the way, I don't condone violence toward the police or anybody for that matter, unless it's self-defense or protecting a loved one. And I'm not necessarily a fan of disrespecting the police either, but I can understand why a lot of people do it. If you as a person, whether you're an officer of the law or not, show respect to another person, you're more likely to get respect back. But if you go around treating members of the public like the dirt beneath your shoe, I ask you, what do you really expect? And of course, roadmen are just regular members of the public too. Now, bringing it back to roadmen specifically, we've seen how the police seem to have a tendency to target anyone who resembles them, and I'm sure we can all agree that this is unfair.
Because I've got you detained for a stop search.
Yeah, but why do you need to search me with cuffs on? You could search me normally without cuffs on. I haven't done anything wrong.
At the same time, I also want to push back and say, I do not understand why people think it's a good idea to walk around in ski masks during the day or night, knowing the association it has to criminals. You want to be a bad man that badly?
Gotta make it out the hood, I'll supply till I'm rich.
Belly up when I step, right, and then left. Would've thought his friend was a op, guy he left his brethren for dead.
You see what I'm saying? But it gets worse.
Press this car to grind, don't worry about car getting dented. I sling my Shenko, piss for his lungs and I'll fuck.
Here you have this kid, fresh out of primary school at most, probably still in primary school, talking about crashing cars and stabbing people in the lungs. See, he thinks it's cool to act like he's about that life, and unfortunately, there are kids who do get groomed and even pressured into this kind of lifestyle by older, more experienced roadmen.
These dudes on the street moving the food for me, fam. I'm not on road, fam.
But in this child's case, look at where he's likely getting his inspiration from.
If I crash this car on a glide, don't worry about a car getting dented. If I jump out, swing my shank, pierce man's lungs and I fucking mint it.
Music is a powerful tool when it comes to gaining influence, popularity, and spreading a message. We'll cover more of the music and media related topics later. Right now, I want to go back to this pretend roadman trend.
Last my big 4-5, it gave me fries. I keep her close, my Valentine. Arranging is kind of wild. So if you like your gun.
This guy's here rapping along to a song about shooting his big 4-5 whilst pretending to drive. That's just one way of posing, I suppose, but...
Switch off the next man's child, man, run up in blocks like they ain't got lips, man, deep in the punch, trying to catch some fish. Let me put it like this, they were never on piss, and I'm stabbing up kids, and I'm sick of this shit. Man, I'm sick of these lies. Man, just pull up and fry GD, that's bro, can I get that phone, man, pull up and skid of the...
Guys rocking the ski masks, thinking that it's cool. It's not.
Show them what I got. Jeez. What do you got on you? What do you got on you? You're Ramsey.
Alright, show me what you got, show me what you got.
Hey, who do you beef? Who you beefing? You're not beefing no one.
We got ups.
Jeez. Hey, don't lack though, don't lack. You're beefing WA, that's what you're beefing.
And then all of this barking Chihuahua style about drillings, fake flexing about running these streets. It's a load of rubbish from most of these guys. Why are you pretending to be a bad man if you're not a bad man?
I mean, we don't dance. We dance to smoke. How you gonna say we don't bang in the streets? We're dance.
You know we still out here either way. Everyone pull up, ops tooth.
So what happens when the ops do show up, aka rival gang members?
Man protected him, you know. Standing behind his mum and that. Yo,
So let's revisit the clothing aspect of the culture.
Hoodies and tracksuits are one thing. I'm not against those personally, as I do like to wear them myself, as of course it's very comfortable. But you're almost asking for trouble when you walk around looking like you're about to commit a bank robbery or a burglary. Even if you have the right to dress like that. Why?
Look, if it's freezing cold outside, I get it. If you're riding a bike, I get it. If you do feel like you're genuinely stuck in a situation where you're fearing for your life and hiding your identity keeps you somewhat protected, I get it. But guys are walking around in the blazing hot summer months, fully ballied up with no ops. It's ridiculous.
Send me your f***ing address, bro. Huh?
Chill the F out with your dusty trim and your dusty camera.
Look at that, bro. Man's got feds on me, fam. What do you know about that one still? Huh? What do you know about that? Come in 1v1 meet in person, bro. Bring your knife and come here, fam. Come here, fam. You know I'm posted, G.
L-O-L.
You man out here crying. Well, you know about grinding in real life, fam. You know nothing about no hard work. You man just sit home and play video games all day. Never grind. Never do no work. Never put no bits. So don't ever talk to me again like you're on it, you yo.
All I said to you was cry. So please, cry.
Come and say it to my face, bro. Come and stand right there and say it, bro. You know about this place, bro. This is my pagan's ends, fam. I could get fucked right now, cuz I could die today, fam. You don't know where I am, bro. You don't know who I am.
Not to mention that this will only embolden the police to continue to harass you. If you are genuinely just a law-abiding citizen who simply likes to dress a certain way, and it will lead to many more situations like in this clip I'm about to play.
Tony spots another group, some of which are known gang members.
Doing alright? How you doing?
Mum's life, all you do is harass us, bro. Mum's, all you do is circle the ends all day, doing jack shit. Jack same how you doing now, jack who have you caught? Why have you got out running after us? Caught, no gas. All constant, let's search us what we got.
Leave me alone, bro.
Most of these groups are actual schoolboys from 13 to 16 wearing a black tech fleece because it's popular.
Go stop and search for a pack of rays the other day. They have nothing better to do.
Blood is hungry in it.
He is telling the truth.
There's a difference between gang members and street boys. How do you know they're gang members? I wear clothes like that and I'm not in a gang. It's a stereotype.
Why would they think that when they're walking around with a belly and a puffer jacket?
Just clothes at the end of the day.
Guys playing victim because people are doing their job. How about you grow up, dress like a man and get a job? Roadman.
You're a middle-class white boy who hasn't grown up with constant police harassment.
Men can be men and still dress like that. Just cause mummy and daddy said suits are manly. Yeah, they are. Don't mean wear them everywhere.
We've got 2 detained. We have officers to us. Get there.
Alright, well, I ain't nothing to you, lad. I ain't did nothing to you, man. Chill. Hey, yo, chill, man. What are you doing, fam? Why are you pushing him against the wall like that, fam? Allow it on my Get off, man. Get off me now.
So you detained under no power, yeah? No power at all.
Uncuff the thing. Like, why are you moving mad?
Yeah, you are getting on YouTube. You're going to make a fool. You're going to be the fool on YouTube. Officers, I can't believe you just did this to 2 young lads. You had no grounds.
You don't know what grounds I did.
You had no grounds whatsoever. You didn't give him any grounds. You didn't give him no section. You should quit your job. Embarrassment. And that's a walk of shame. Bye.
Now, of course, a stop and search doesn't always lead to negative results like these, as there are times when people do get caught with things.
Anyway, show me your hands, show me your hands, show me your hands. Right, I'm going to put you in cuffs at this kind of time. Okay, because we put you probably in position of a knife.
One knife, bro, what are you on the wall? What's down your back, mate? Remember the public's pointed us out and said,
whoa,
knife on
don't
you.
play.
No knife, what are you on the wall? You've got anything sharp?
Okay.
No, me, because I got cigarettes, went to the shop.
Okay, just come here for me, mate. What's your name, friend?
Ali, mate.
Ali. I'm PC 550, okay, from Forward Police Station, okay? The reason I stopped you, because a member of public walked up to us, and they said the chaps are got a knife on it.
Listen,
okay,
I'll tell you,
let me have a chat, okay? The reason I stopped you
listen,
for the purpose of
I'll
the
tell
search.
you, listen, my mate was getting mardy to us, he's a bit drunk, that's why.
I appreciate that, but you're going to be detained on a section 1 of the stop search, okay? Do you want a copy of the search? No, you're detained currently, mate, okay? What's the matter?
Bro, I ain't done nothing wrong.
Oh, you're detained for a stop search.
Bro, I haven't done nothing wrong.
Stop detained for a stop search. Stop.
I haven't done nothing wrong, mate.
Right.
Bro,
Stop messing about.
I've done nothing wrong.
Stop messing about. You've got a bag underneath, haven't you?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing in there.
But up because he wanted to stop you, mate. Folks, you can say something, mate. Now, why you down there, mate? Don't leave the city is radios in Canada time.
Well, at this current time, you're on arrest for possession of intent to supply Class C. You don't have to say anything about information, question, something for line court, anything to submit evidence.
Now this guy was quite slow and delayed with his physical response. Instead of realising the legitimate threat of arrest straight away and bolting it up the road, he only decides to start struggling after he gets put in cuffs. Whereas this next guy does the opposite, but even takes it one step further.
What there, mate?
Jumps in the river. Oh yeah.
Come on, out your palm.
You've lost your bag as well, mate. Surprisingly.
Give me a second. I'm still out of breath.
Right, Billy. I'll be searching you under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act, alright?
Yeah.
My name's PC 149 Palmer.
Yeah.
Reason being is, you could smell the smell of cannabis when it stopped you, you ran off, well, it went to stop you, you ran off and you jumped in the river, alright? Okay?
I'll tell you the truth, yeah. I actually just smoked a zoot here.
Right.
Yeah, and I moved down there, yeah, because I was waiting for a pickup for a taxi.
Yeah.
I was literally just on the phone to ring one. And I see you walking, yeah, and because I've been smoking, yeah, I'll get really paranoid.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and that's why I run, and obviously...
You know you dropped your bag as well, you had a bag as well.
I don't even know what I dropped, mate. I was just gone.
Now, if you saw that, you'd be right in thinking that this guy absolutely dumped whatever he had on him that was illegal. Not many people would decide to go running from the police like that, just because they have a spliff on them. After a little digging around in that area where the guy jumped into the river, they found enough drugs and cash in a man bag tied to some trees, put the guy away for 4 years.
Yes, I have drugs, but I found them everywhere. I found them with drug addicts and I wanted to sell them.
Something which you lays relying in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Right, mate. At this time, I'm arresting you on suspicion of possession with intent to supply Class A drugs.
Just put your hands behind your back for now, mate, alright? Put 6 handcuffs on. Right, okay, mate. Listen, do you under arrest on suspicion of possession with intent to supply Class A?
Let me just be clear. I've searched you and I found that wrap in my pocket, which is why I'm taking you back to the police station. You'll be strip searched.
Illegal drugs are something that the police are always on the lookout for, as well as knives, guns, and any other illegal weapons. Speaking of which...
Harry? No. At the moment you're under arrest, alright? Possession of an offensive weapon.
Hats are good, man. I have a bag. Hats are good.
Right? Reason for the arrest. We've searched you. I got this on you, alright?
I cannot record.
What's your problem?
Not record, that's my bridging, don't record.
What's your problem?
Don't record him.
What are you recording him for?
Because that's my bridging, I can do that, I know him. I know him.
I don't give a f***. What do you mean?
I know him. I know him. That's my boy, you can't.
I don't give a f*** who's your boy, I'm filming.
I can't record you, yeah? Obviously the situation, you can't record physically, you're right, yeah?
Be as quick as possible, alright? We're literally just search your pockets, search you. You got a nice warm coat as well. Can you, sorry, miss, sorry, can you just...
Now, even though there are dangerous criminals out there who obviously get caught through police activity, the sheer number of cases where people experience the police overextending and abusing their authority over them can lead one to wonder, are there any good coppers out there who don't abuse their power? Do those officers even exist? You know, the ones who actually protect and serve the public? I'm sure there are.
Get out the car! Get out the car now!
Within seconds of them pulling up to the car, they were out of the car, shouting, had their batons ready, and like an orange thing to break the glass.
Get entertained, Section 1, get out of the car! PC Frank's local 8, get out of the car!
It all happened so quickly.
What reason? What did I do? Bruv, I'm at home, bro! What are you doing? Bruv, I'm at home, bro! Relax, bro! I'm taking that, bro! This is my PC! This is my phone! I'm still with my kids in the car, bro! The thing is tight, relax the thing, man! Stop resisting and calm yourself down. Who's resisting?
Took his phone, took his watch, pinned him up against this post here, and said that we can smell cannabis.
What do you mean you can smell cannabis? Section 23. You know who I am? You can smell cannabis. You can smell cannabis. Are you dumb?
I then opened my door as I was sitting at the back.
Wait.
and I'm saying to them, he's done nothing wrong, we've done nothing wrong. The two female officers then grabbed me and grabbed my arms.
Sir, just get out of the car. You're going to be detained for a search, okay? Under Section 1 of case. You've made off with police. Get out of the car and we don't need to do this. You're detained for a search on PC Simpson from Larkhall Lane TSG base, okay?
They then handcuff me. I'm trying to pull back into the car and say my son's in the car, he's 3 months old, that I'm not leaving him.
You're detained in a Section 1 of case for a search for weapons. The reason being, it's all right. Relax. You shot off from police at speed. You've made a definite attempt to try and avoid us, okay? The driver has, which makes us suspect there's something in the car there shouldn't be, okay? That's why this is why it's happening. This is ridiculous.
They only said that they can smell drugs on me because it was on their body on camera.
Bro, it's fine. I don't mind, bro. I don't mind. Look, I'm out of a car, bro.
Listen, do we?
Check my plates, bro.
Step out of the car and they're detaining me under a certain drug act, and they're going to search the car for weapons. It's just insane.
And whilst a lot of people would say, and many of them may genuinely believe, that only a small percentage of the police force are corrupt, I'm extremely confident it's the opposite. I believe most officers would abuse their power given the chance if they think they could get away with it. And it doesn't always have to be something extreme like shaking down drug dealers, or planting evidence on someone who's actually innocent of a particular crime in order to pin charges on them. It can be something as simple as detaining someone without a legitimate reason, or searching someone's person without a probable cause, or even something like telling someone to leave a particular area in public just because they don't want them around, and then threatening an arrest even though there's been no crime committed.
Is he arrested or detained?
Right, go away, otherwise you're going to be locked up for public order offences.
You go
right?
away.
Keep walking.
No, I'm going to film the whole thing.
Film everything.
Whether you like it or not.
This kind of stuff happens all the time and it's completely unlawful, but watch what happens when the police come across someone who does know their rights and who isn't afraid to challenge them. The resulting interactions can be interesting, to say the least.
Just to let you know, no mate, just to let you know I'm recording you. What do you want? What was what about? Don't know what you're on about, mate. Don't know what you're on about. What are you stopping me for? Well, tell me, what are you stopping me for? Huh? Right, are you stopping me under the Road Traffic Act? Right, well, I'm asking you, I'm a detained. I'm a free to go then. I'm a free to go. Listen, mate, I'm asking the questions. You're the public servant. Will you take your hand off my car, please? Thank you. You're the public servant. I'm a member of the public. Right, I'm going. Unless I'm detained, I'm going, mate, okay? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Right, I'm recording you. That's okay. Am I free to go? Right, well, I don't want to talk to him. Am I being detained? Listen, mate, am I being detained? I'm recording you. Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Right, I don't want to speak to you. Am I being detained? Right, goodbye then. Excuse me? Goodbye. Have a nice day, mate. In future, don't try and open my car door. Do you hear me?
Now, that could have been the end of this particular situation, but the police officer who initially pulled this guy over started filing a report, which this man alleges is false. I'm not outright saying that this officer is corrupt, but if he were, he might be doing this to have a legal reason to detain the man based on the said contents of that report. It should be no surprise that this is not uncommon for some police to bend or break the rules to set themselves up to act within the law. Fortunately, for this guy on this occasion, he knew his rights, and, well, let's see how it plays out.
Hold on, what are you saying? Hold on, what are you saying? Making off? No, nobody's making off at all, mate. Nobody's making off. I'm staying right here. Right, what's your number? Come here, I want your number because I'm going IPC. 2261, you just made a false report that I'm making off. I asked you, am I detained? I'm asking you again. I'm stopped. The camera can show I'm stopped. Am I being detained?
You're not detained.
Am I free to go?
Yes, you are.
Right, am I making off? Am I making off? No, I've asked you on camera, am I being detained? You said no. Yeah, you keep recording me, mate. I'm recording you. I'm going IPCC. Where are you going? Right, so move from the car. Try and talk to me. You're going on YouTube, mate. Try and give me nonsense. Try and come and open my door like you're some gangster. You're a punk, mate, and your breath smells of bacon, so don't come near my car again. Do you hear me? Bacon breath.
The situation continues to escalate as neither the man nor the officers are backing down. This causes the man to grow increasingly more irritated and distressed, which then leads him to say something so bold, practically any police officer who may be on a power trip would likely be triggered by this.
Right, now mate, you're causing me to feel harassed, distressed and alarmed. You carry on, I'm getting out of the car, I'm gonna make a citizen's arrest on you. If you resist arrest, I'm gonna use reasonable force to detain you. How'd you like that? Don't try and open my car door, mate, what are you doing?
You're gonna open the door, mate?
Am I legally obliged to open the door?
I'll speak to you.
I can hear you from here, mate.
Right, well, I'll switch the engine off, I'll speak to you.
Well, I'm legally obliged to switch the engine off. So let's stick to what I'm legally obliged to do, okay? And stop trying to open my door, because that's an invasion of my privacy. I can hear you, mate, speak.
Well, I need to speak to find out who you are.
I can speak to you quite clearly from here, thank you. You don't need to open my door, and I don't need to turn the engine off.
Details out.
You can check all that, mate, PNC me. Pardon?
What's your name?
You already know my name. It's already come over your radio, mate. I'm gonna go IPCC. I'm gonna prove that you know who I am. Trying to bully me. You are causing me distress and alarm, mate. Causing me distress and alarm. No, mate, I don't want your dirty paws on it. You can see it from there. You need to go and get an inspector down here. You an inspector, mate? Right, you need an inspector down here trying to bully me.
What do you want an inspector for?
Because you're causing me to feel harassed, distressed and alarmed. It's on YouTube, mate. What have you stopped me for? You stopped me under the Road Traffic Act and you're telling me to get out of the car.
Just be quiet, I'll tell you.
Don't tell me to be quiet, mate. You're the servant, I'm the member of the public.
I'm not a servant.
Yeah, you're a public servant. Yes.
If you listen to me, I'll explain to you what's happening.
Go on.
Because you're in a motor vehicle
Yeah.
on the road,
Yeah.
we're required to speak to you.
Right. Under what act and section of what act?
It's the Road Traffic Act.
Right, so I'm not legally obliged to get out of the vehicle, am I? Right, so why is he telling me to get out of the car and why is he trying to open my car door?
Probably asked you to get out.
Right, well that's not a lawful order, is it? I don't need to be calm, me. I don't need to, never mind where I'm born, it's all on there what you need to know. You're going IPCC, mate, for abuse, you know what it's called, misfeasance in a public office.
Daniel,
Don't Daniel with just nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, how many of him is there?
I'm just trying to talk to you.
Right, so what have you all turned up for?
Because he's asked for assistance.
Why?
Because he's on his own.
Right, so what does he need assistance for?
He's on his own.
Sam, what? I'm on my own. Should I call for assistance? Right, well get back in your little pork machine and drive off. Well go away then. What do you want?
I'm stopping here with him.
What for? You're harassing me. You're are, mate. I've already had IPC complaints upheld. So you carry on. Carry on.
Now personally, as someone who has been on the receiving end of police harassment and corrupt behaviour, as a law-abiding citizen, I can completely relate to this guy's plight. My view is that while God established the powers that be on this earth, as well as the governments and authorities, they were meant for good. Over time, as mankind has become more degenerate and backwards in a multitude of ways, it's only fitting that the police system in the UK, and I'm sure many other countries and nations, is absolute trash. And that's my honest opinion. It seems to me that many of them will simply do whatever they want to do, even if it's grossly illegal.
I want your numbers, all of yous, mate. What yous don't realise is that yous have to behave within the law too. Don't yous don't like it. So don't come here trying to harass me, bully me, trying to open my car door, chatting macca to me with your bacon breath. Look, more 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got no criminals to catch. No. You're wasting taxpayers' money. Yeah. I'm not your mate, so don't call me mate. You can call me sir until you know my name. No, you won't call me what I want. No, you will not call me what you want. You will not call me what you want. No. I can smell bacon from here, mate. Have you been eating bacon? Have you been eating bacon? Come here, I want your number. Come here, I want your number. No, you're a public servant. I'm asking you to identify yourself. I'm not getting out of the car. Pardon? Shut up, IPCC. Because, yeah, Peter Farhay told me that I'll be treated with respect. That's not respectful. Pardon? Listen, that's not part of my policy. It's not part of my policy. Goodbye. See you later. Go on, waste your time. Hop it. Trying to bully me. Look, 1, 2, 3. Why have you got the all same posture? What?
Talk to you.
Yeah, go on.
Officer.
No, I won't.
Well, I can't talk to you.
Well, don't then. See ya. You're going on YouTube, mate. Yeah? You look a right wally.
I do have to agree with this guy here. This officer looks like an absolute muppet. He's made himself look silly, it's embarrassing, and he should be ashamed of himself.
Yeah. See you later. Like I said, yeah. Causing me to feel harassed, distressed, and alarmed. You're lucky there's so many of you and one of me, because if the numbers were equal, I'd be performing citizen arrests. Bye.
Everything checks out with your vehicle.
Right, see you then. I'm not interested. Just go bye. Off it. See ya. See you, mate. Bye.
Now, I'm not saying that this guy is a roadman. I just wanted to highlight this as an example of what a lot of roadmen may go through on a regular basis, whether they're involved in a gang or not.
Bro, man, even took my phone from him. Like this.
Unfortunately, unwanted and unwarranted contact with the police is a regular theme throughout the roadman lifestyle. It's due in part or mostly due to discrimination, corruption and bullying tactics by the police.
You'd always be that's your problem.
But I do want to stress that it's not every single interaction that every single police officer has with every single roadman, because obviously some of them are warranted. Some people are just up to no good.
Hey, please don't leave me.
Roadman! But it's also foolish to think that discrimination, corruption, and bullying aren't factors that influence negative police activity toward a typical roadman.
What's your name? My name's Robert. Robert, go ahead. What's your date of birth, Robert?
So much so that it affects lookalikes.
Yeah, they look like backup dancers.
And by the way, you are absolutely mistaken if you think I'm against having a police force, because I believe it's certainly beneficial to have law enforcement exist in some capacity. Without the threat of legal imprisonment and consequences in general for breaking the law, how many more criminals would we see? If all of these roadmen across the UK are killing and stabbing each other up with the threat of jail, how much worse would it be without?
What you got for them? Huh? What you got for them? Well, listen, yeah, tell Monk Sill and the rest of them, yeah, money habits, shanking habits, yeah, watch.
This is Ali Zahawi. He was handed a life sentence alongside at least 2 other teens for the murder of 19-year-old Andre Aderemi back in 2016. But despite being locked up, this didn't stop him posting Snapchat videos of himself supposedly bragging about living that prison life.
The boy A-Books come a long way from skin fades, still f***ing locked up, boxed up, but you know, could be worse, could be dead.
And this again brings me back to the actual need that we have for enforcers of the law. Yes, I still hold the view that there are more bad coppers out there than good ones.
And the reason I stopped you is when you came out of the barns, with no offence to you, but you're a black male, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you.
But if you were being honest, I also think that there are more bad people in the world overall than good too. You could look around and say that most people are selfish, greedy, prideful, lustful, liars, envious, idol worshippers, and just all-round toxic. Do you fall into any one of those categories I just mentioned?
Alright, check now, yeah. What crime would you be willing to commit if you absolutely knew you'd get away with it? No legal repercussions for it. What crime would you do?
I would commit a whole lot of crimes if it wasn't illegal. That's all I have to say.
I suppose I'd jaywalk. I would drive 65 in a 60 zone and not worry about a ticket.
Embezzlement and wire fraud against some major banks, maybe?
I'd straight up murder my ex-wife. Murder.
Nah, you are fed, bruv.
And rest assured, I'm not trying to make myself out to be perfect either, because I'm very much far from it. I'm simply just saying it how it is. So if you take away legal consequences for crimes altogether, not only will you have killers like this roaming around freely, but the average everyday person would also be able to commit crimes at will with no legal restraint. All those secret racists, predators.
Now, he or she does say that she's 13.
Yep. Yes, some guys feel it's attractive.
I do not. You're one of those guys.
I do not feel it's attractive.
Well, you said
yes,
it here.
I did say
Calvin.
that. Yes, I did.
Just general vile people. Finally, they're able to just let loose. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like the makings of a great society to me.
When you see what's going on now, right? And in London, it's predominantly young black teenage boys attacking other young black teenage boys, right? That's in London. In Scotland, it was white boys,
but
right?
The worst thing, yeah? Can I say, sorry to cut you, man. Just out of my, because literally what I'm doing, I've literally got like a little statistics. I swear to you, yeah, I'm not calling no race card. Like, so out of 10 people, 7 of the guys will be of Caucasian. Do you understand? That's got the crazy knives. I don't know if that means the black people ain't handling knives as much, or it means that...
Of your scheme, you mean?
Yeah, of my scheme personally, like nothing else, but what I've been seeing. Like, I've got...
So more white boys are handing in knives to you than black boys.
So,
why is that, do you think?
So what I'm trying to say, yeah, it's not any particular colour of a problem. It's a community problem. It's everyone's problem, do you know what I'm saying?
Statistically, purely on the statistics, in London right now, the vast majority of attackers and victims of knife murders, right, happen to be black.
Can I say something though?
Yeah.
Can I say one thing? So every mainstream media platform in a week has presented my story. I mean, there's no confusion to what I do.
Hello mate, it's Jake calling from Faz Amnesty.
Faz Amnesty is a mobile weapons amnesty. It's aimed at getting knives off the younger children in the streets. We took 674 knives off the street. Still, easy. Chill, man. Sorry about that. You saying very best though, yeah? Appreciate it. Life crime right now in London is at all-time high. Every single day you go on the internet, you go on the papers, you're seeing young people being killed and murdered.
But this morning I got up here with over 100 messages, and I've been put in a newspaper with a story where someone's saying that this thugs, the system's too lenient on these thugs. Do you understand? So I do think that the media, that they do put a bit of pressure and portray black people in the sort of way.
So your photograph's been used, you mean, with a
Yeah, I've got
story
it right here, right now.
that says that you're part of the problem rather than part of the
do you know what I'm
solution?
saying?
In Scotland, they had a massive knife problem,
But Scotland's crazy. You know it is.
No, let me finish my question. In Scotland, it was predominantly white kids doing to white kids, right? In London, for whatever reason, and I'm not making these stats up, at the moment, there seems to be a particular problem with young black boys who are...
It's the areas, though, isn't it?
So explain to me what's going on.
Come on, you're talking about Hackney, you're talking about Tottenham, you're talking about Woolwich, you're talking about Peckham.
Right.
They're predominantly black areas.
Right.
So you're going to see predominantly black...
But why are they using knives to attack and stab each other? Explain to me.
Because they can't get guns. Like, what are you going to do, run down the road fighting each other fist fights?
Look at this, man. What the hell is this? Bro.
That's...
And the weight of this, yeah?
That's what I'm saying. To think that someone would even think of carrying that.
All right, Piers, listen, yeah? When the law says you can have a machete in your house and it's not illegal, yeah?
Right.
Then how can you fix it?
Hang on, I thought having a machete in your house was illegal because
no,
possession
it's
of an
legal.
offensive
You're allowed to
weapon is legal.
you're allowed to have any knife in your house.
But you can't take them on the street.
You can't take them in the street.
But people do because they have them.
How hard is it to get into an altercation and be emotional and run at the house with a machete? Like, if young children can see, yeah, that it's not only negative stuff, yeah, that can propel you into good positions, yeah, then maybe they'll start doing it as well. Do you understand? Like,
Tell us about your voucher scheme idea.
Oh man, like, you see these knives, yeah? Our children ain't little blacksmiths, are they? Sitting down making knives in sheds, are they? So they're clearly getting it from somewhere.
Bro, it's funny you say that. Look, even if I'm just looking at this now, look, the top knives, that is not a kitchen knife. That is not a kitchen knife.
Look at this.
See, that's only designed for one purpose.
If you're getting it from somewhere, you're using money to get them, innit? So I'm thinking, why are you gonna want to give me your knives for free? Here's an incentive. But then I thought, if I walk around giving people money, I'm only gonna be opening myself up to criticism. People, they're gonna take the money and buy drugs and knives. So I said, okay, vouchers.
Do you approach people, or do you...
They approach me. Look, if you go through my phone, I've got like 300 messages right now.
And people say, I want to hand in my knife.
Do you wanna see one?
Yeah.
Well, or is it they want to sell you their knives?
No, but some people want to hand it in. The last guy said to me, I've walked around with my knife for the last 4 years hoping to see the person that's killed my brother, because when I see him, I'm going to kill him.
Right.
So it's more deeper than, it's a fashion. There's some people that's got a deep hate and...
But they want to relieve themselves.
Yeah, they want to
of
relieve
that
themselves, but they're
responsibility
scared
and
as
that
well.
pressure.
Like, for instance, I can't talk too much, yeah? But you're gonna see soon, because I've done something with Ross Kemp here. And mate, listen, I think needs to be better facilities, for disposing and more confidentiality and trust between.
Well, I remember when I ran the Daily Mirror, we ran a knife amnesty, and it was actually very successful.
And I think
a lot of knives were handed in.
But you know why? Where did you run that through?
Daily Mirror.
But that's why. It's because it's not the police. I'm not trying to slag the police off, but there's a different trust with the. Do you know what I'm saying, Piers?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Listen, I think it's a conversation that's got to keep taking place.
We need more people like him. People don't want to live this life. They're forced to live this life. That's what people need to understand.
But why wouldn't you take it to the police?
No. That's not. No. Because the police they ain't no good support. You know what I mean? They'll probably point the finger at me. I'd leave my house with it within 2 minutes. They'll search me anyway to find it with me. How would I then explain what my purposes are with that? Do you know what I'm saying?
Clearly anxious, he explains why the youngster had the sword in the first place.
He's growing up in a tough neighbourhood. Not everyone has the same opportunities, you know, family, love, all of that stuff. So you fall into a gang and you fall part of it. So obviously a young man like him needs someone who can be that figure to say, yo, you can actually do something else, give me that. Anyone would hand it over, I'll tell you that right now.
Round the corner, Farron shows us the weapon.
This has been sharpened, you can tell. You see the bits down there?
Don't
touch it, because I don't know where it's been and you don't know where it's been. That's what gloves on, yeah?
All right.
But you can see how sharp it is, can't you?
It's staggering and terrifying that blades like this are being carried on our streets, but Farron has handed in dozens of them.
Are you seeing this? This is what a single mum confiscated. You see this mad thing?
The end of the road for the samurai sword is Plumstead Police Station. Farron waits as the knife is carefully encased in a sealed tube before explaining what was going on.
I run a knife amnesty, and basically people give me knives. I live in North London. I picked it up in Woolwich, and I thought it'd be very stupid to start driving it halfway across back London. So I just thought to myself, I'll come to the nearest police station and hand it in.
Job done, he told us why a father of 2 young children puts his life on the line time and again.
Mate, the way I see it, yeah, if the knife ain't on the street, it can't be in someone's hand. And if it can't be in someone's hand, yeah, it can't stab someone.
Because you have been attacked with a knife, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been attacked with a knife, yeah. 2 times, 2 separate occasions.
Just tell us what happened.
I just got into an altercation regarding my sister. I was defending my sister, and another time I was defending my girlfriend, and I got stabbed 9 times on 2 different occasions.
This blade is now off the streets. Many, many more are still out there with people prepared to kill, and they're unlikely to hand them over directly to police.
Okay, so here's the thing. After all of my research, my own personal research, and speaking to various amounts of people, here's the conclusion that I came to when it came to the roadman culture. Ultimately, a roadman isn't always a UK gangster, as some people genuinely believe. There's different types of gangsters in the UK at the end of the day. Not all of them walk around in Nike tracksuits.
I'm Bobby Cummins, OBE. And I'm not a gangster, I never have been a gangster. I'm a businessman whose business was crime.
Not that roadman culture in and of itself is something that I would advocate, because it isn't. Even without the ties to criminality, there are still many negative traits of this culture that seem to breed amongst many people that embrace it. Things such as a fake tough guy persona.
Send me your address here, and I'm coming there, bruv. It's to your fam.
Aggressive or confrontational behaviours over the most trivial matters.
What are you gonna do? You just crashed into me, bro. Bro, I'll break your teeth.
The glorification of materialism and consumerism.
We could go ban for ban. Then we can go in for in.
Mama got a bite like him.
A lack of ambition.
Did you ever want to be anything else? Like, was there a dream?
Nah. I ain't never had a dream, bro. I'll be real. I've always been out here.
What do you think led you to this?
Well, I grew up, bro.
Absolute disdain for pretty much any authority figure, not just police, which is often warranted in my opinion.
What, is it illegal for me to park here?
It could be a tutor, a boss, their own parents.
Answer me, boss. I'll bet you alright. No, come outside, man.
Unless these kinds of authority figures are downright evil, you should try and show respect, because at the end of the day, a teacher is only there to help you. Your parents are only there to raise you and guide you.
What, man? You got old man, sit down, bro.
Guys, stop this.
Granted, a lot of parents are doing a terrible job too, but that's another story for another time. Moving on, we have this obsession with street cred, which doesn't even have to have any links to criminality at all.
Here's the boss. It's me.
Some people just want a general reputation as a local tough guy.
Step out there. Step out there. Step out there. Stop what?
Glorification of drug use.
This about to get luck off.
I mean, it goes without saying, but how many roadmen do you know of that smoke cannabis?
Smoke enough ganja like a rasta.
I got 28 grams in my zoogie down.
Shout Luger Bells at me smells. We got 'em down, we got 'em down.
Sell cannabis and other illicit drugs.
I'm grafting. I'm the court kid, cowboy captain.
If you're in a band or chasing up money 100, you split that profit with your mummy. If you're maintaining
selling them party drugs, I'm the one that got the party ton.
The focus on short-term goals, which can link back to having a lack of ambition, as many roadmen seem to focus on doing things that provide them with immediate gratification.
And I'm smoking all the time, only cause per line. When I feed her, then she's mine.
Instead of putting together a plan which will help them achieve much more rewarding long-term goals.
Why are you involved in a new road like?
Making money.
You gotta make the money. You grew up on it. Like, if I told you right now you could change your life, what would you want to change your life and do? Selling drugs. No, that's cool. That's calm. Like, that's what you want to do. What? Do you believe that as well? You're laughing. You're saying selling drugs, and he laughed. And what are you saying? What is that funny?
Absolutely.
No, but I'm just saying. No, it could be funny to you. But like, what do you think? Do you feel like it's about selling drugs? Do you feel like that's the way you have to live?
Yeah, that's the way you're gonna make it, man.
So you don't want to do nothing else with your life.
Another one is hostility and misogyny.
Well, you care so much. You don't even know me.
What is it like? I know you. What is it about?
Because it's a bit weird sitting next to someone that you don't know. Like, I'm not in the mood. I don't really want to. I don't come on a bus to start dating someone.
What's wrong though? Well, come over to chat to you.
I'm on the bus to get from A to B. I don't want to be on here to start talking to someone. Oh, you're really selling yourself now.
Everybody else. Independent. That's what this is.
You're really gonna fall in love now. Yeah, you're really selling yourself now.
Yeah, just shut up. Shut up.
I have my headphones on.
What, do you think everyone that chats you like this?
What can I help you with then? So you've got my attention.
That's how you think, isn't it?
What can I help you with?
No, it's cool, but I'm gonna ask a question.
Yes.
That's how you move. Everyone can ask a question.
Okay, what's the question? Are you gonna ask me the question? Or are you just gonna look at me?
Do you feel like everyone trying to ask a question?
Yes, yeah, it happens a lot. It happens a lot.
Where are you from?
It doesn't matter. I'm not talking to you.
Hold it.
I'm not interested.
Hold it.
I'm not interested. Which part of that are you not understanding?
Yeah?
Yes.
You know where you are, around the way?
Huh?
You know where you are?
Do I know where I'm at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not acting.
Where are you?
Sorry?
In acting.
Why are you asking me this
question? Are you in acting though?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
But you got to be so humble right here, you know?
I'm humble, but you can't.
It's 1 o'clock
in the morning.
District, you know?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's a Mali district, you know?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah?
It's a Mali district.
So what can I do for you?
Yo, listen, I'm not even giving hard time, you know what I'm saying? Sorry about that, but
it's
listen,
fine.
you know, I kill for life, innit? See me?
Why
you're lucky, you know? You know, my was lucky.
Why are you telling me though?
You're a girl, you know?
I'm just sitting here waiting for my boss.
Oh no, it's like, I swear to my whole life, if you are mad.
I get that, but
I've got a samurai surrounding me. Wallah, I want to
go
through your hair right now. Do you know that?
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not here for trouble. I'm here to get home.
I'm bad, not bad. No, it's on it.
No.
I lined up for a girl, you know.
You see what I mean by the hostility, right? And it's almost like a special kind that a lot of these roadmen reserve specifically for women.
Hey, yo! Hey, let me ask you something. Yo, can I talk to you? Yo! Are you dead anyway, fam? You're scared anyway, blood.
And on top of that, many roadmen just see women as objects of lustful desires.
Both hands on the back when I tap it, grab it and slap it. Becky a savage.
And cheating and skiing.
Gal get beat and dash.
Need I say anymore?
Let me show you a magic trick. You can have this after that man vanished.
Not many of these guys are looking to find a wife.
I got my black thing giving out neck. She wants a Cyrac SG4 British.
Settle down, start a family, have children.
I got my white thing giving out necky. Neck.
And a lot of women don't help themselves with their debauchery in supporting these men.
Why do you girls like Roadman? Do you like Roadman?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you like Roadman?
I mean, because they're not scared to do anything. I don't know, just most of them are lame though, innit? Do you know what it is? They're tough.
My bad, bro. My bad. Say sorry, I'm not gonna stab you. I'm not gonna stab you. Say sorry. Sorry!
Okay, not all of them are tough here, but they've got a demeanour.
It's just a vibe. It's scary. I like people that kill people.
You like killers?
Wait, listen.
No.
If I've got a roadman, then like they can like back me and like whip out their shank and yeah.
So you like to play with knives, yeah?
Not me,
Alright.
but like my man, yeah.
What's wrong with pastors' sons and church boys?
Because they're weird, like.
Okay.
When you link a sweet boy, yeah, like they'll just text you and like you could put something on your story, yeah, and they won't pop up to you in about 7 minutes. They'll be like, you look nice today. Not even leg peg. They'll just be like, you look nice today.
Yeah,
like,
what's wrong with you look nice? It's better than, oh, I killed someone yesterday.
No, because like it's just no.
No? Alright, cool. Shut yourself up, man.
Roadman.
Why Roadman?
Just because it's a roadman, innit?
They're just more attractive.
So you like bad guys like that?
I like what?
You like bad guys like
Yeah,
that?
kind of. Yeah.
Why Roadman?
I don't know. I feel like it's more sexy.
So you like killers?
No,
Like
but you
this
know
one,
what I
yeah?
mean.
Like this
Yeah, I like him.
So that gets exciting. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Like, I feel like I need to leave the scene.
Yeah, what's good, baby girl?
You
trying to come back to the bando with me?
No, too far.
What? You don't want to come to the bando? Bro, nah. You ain't got a choice, act.
I'm going to speak directly to the men here. You are supposed to be the leaders.
So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
A good woman will naturally follow a strong male leader, and they'll become a great asset to that man and lift him up instead of tearing him down. A lot of roadmen talk about ratchet women giving them headache, but these ratchet women are shaped in the iniquity of the culture, and so unless the demand for them goes down and roadmen stop treating these women like playthings, then they will continue to exist.
I'm a Peckham girl, I love Peckham boys, killers and drillers, machines and spinners. I don't wanna go hacky sand, let's make some bands, let's fly OT, so much you can show me.
And again, I just want to reiterate that these women are not without fault, because obviously they're allowing these things to happen to them too. They still are making choices. I fully believe they would step up their game if the men stepped up first.
My name faces, shake your hand in a million, turn your back on, stab it. Stab it, have it! What? I'll grab it!
It's very unlikely to happen the other way around, because then all you'll get is a bunch of Jezebels and Ahabs. Finally, I want to touch on stereotypes and public perception. Look, stereotyping someone because they speak a bit of slang and wear a tracksuit is wrong. It does not mean that that person smokes weed, deals drugs, and walks around with a shank. However, there are certain people who embrace that stereotype. They keep it alive.
Give it the f***ing scooter, give it the f***ing scooter, bruv. Give it the f***ing scooter, bruv. Give it the scooter, give it the scooter. Give it the scooter. Get the scooter, bro. Get the scooter, bro. Hey, you got the f***ing scooter, yeah? You got a scooter? Okay then. I love that man, them. I love that, bro. I love that, bro. You got the scooter.
There's an attraction that they feel towards it, even though it's extremely negative, and all it does is perpetuate that stereotype further. But realistically, there has to come a certain point where you just grow up.
Yo, who am I with?
Caden, Kingo, Josh.
Why is the security onto you, bro? What'd you do?
On it, bro.
What have these man done, bro? The security on it, bro.
On it.
Alright, bro. Are you guys on it, though?
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Wait, who you got beef with?
Charlie Thomas. Called Jax, bro. Charlie Thomas is the biggest scruff in the Macaddy's head. Yo, Jax, you little grass, what?
Sam soon, bro, you're the biggest up in Salford, bro.
You little muppets, bro.
Bro. So what are you gonna do when you see him?
Catch him lacking.
Yo,
Getting
take
done,
his bike from him. Take his bike off him, bro.
Getting done.
What bike?
I'll skittle his nan on us, sorry. Yeah, trust me, bro. I'm not joking.
What? Are you gonna do like a Fortnite dance on him when you get him?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the L on him, bro.
I'll go show him.
Nah, I'm gonna do you flipping sexy, bro.
I go show him how you do it, bro.
Nah, I ain't trying to break my neck for that one, you know what I'm saying?
What? So is he taller than you or not?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
What? So you can still bang him though?
Yeah. Nice and pipe.
Bro, alright, go on, safe, yeah?
Drop man on his knees, bro. In a bit.
And speaking of kids that grew up in this culture, or somehow got themselves involved, a lot of them started from as young as 11, 12 years old, and possibly younger.
Knife point robbery. 13 years old being arrested for knife point robbery.
Dip him in his chest.
Like stab him in his chest.
Aim for the chest and higher.
Of course, there are times where circumstances play a factor, because if you're born in an environment where practically everybody you see is a roadman, it's likely to have some sort of influence on you.
Most people are either born into it, like from the older people, like their family has problems with other people at other ends, and you're born into it. So you've got problem with their children.
However, there is an element of personal choice when it comes to the Roadman culture. It's wrong to say otherwise. What, so if a white person, for example, grows up in a very racist environment, does that white person have to be racist? Or did they make a choice to be so? They grew up all around it, right? They grew up in the culture. It's the same thing with a Roadman.
And it's, the problem between everyone, whenever you see that person and they see you straight on sight, and if you ain't got nothing on you, they have something on them. It's every man for himself, so he's either going to kill you or you kill him.
Yes, it may be all around you. Yes, there may be external pressures which are very heavy. I'm not going to deny that they're going to be heavy. Yes, you may get kids bigger than you, stronger than you, threatening you.
Why don't you just get out of it?
You can't get out of it. It's your area. If you're in this area and someone else from a different area and they come to you, you can't get out of it. That's where you live.
It definitely will be easy for people to sit on the outside and point the finger and say, just stop. Don't get involved. Don't be part of a gang.
It's your life. It's either you get your life taken off you, or you can take someone else's life and end up in jail.
And you're prepared to take that risk?
If it gets to that, it gets to that.
People growing up in these environments will be faced with very difficult choices. But that's what they are still. Choices.
So Carl, what about people who carry knives strictly for self-defense? And they end up using them in self-defense against an assailant. Doesn't the law protect them?
No, strictly speaking. The UK law does not permit anyone to carry any item whatsoever that could be used as a weapon for self-defense if that is the intent of that person carrying that item. Section 1 of the Prevention of Crime Act 1953 provides that an offensive weapon is any article made or adapted for use for causing injury to the person, or intended by the person having it with him for such use by him or by some other person. Here is a link to an animation which gives a short explanation of the law using a scenario where claiming self-defense is likely to be more applicable. Before you watch though, it's important to note that the subject starts off with no weapons whatsoever, and carrying anything for the purposes of self-defense is something that I would never recommend, though I understand it's something that people will do. And also, full disclaimer, this is not legal advice, as whatever is said in this video or the ensuing animation should not be relied upon as such. Please seek formal legal advice from a professional before taking any action.
Let's say in the moment, someone is literally trying to kill me and I manage to defend myself. In the process, I might hurt the guy extremely badly, but my intent was simply to incapacitate him so that he is no longer a threat. But in doing so, I unintentionally inflict life-threatening injuries upon him to the point where he passes away. That's not murder. However, joining a gang and getting involved in post-Cold Wars where your intentions are to harm, maim and end the lives of other people have excellent potential to land you in prison, and it's not the way forward, even if the pressure to do so is severe. Look, things happen. Certain situations are practically unavoidable. I get that. You don't choose where you were born, when you were born, and what family you were born into, so you may feel stuck and like there's no escape. But just know that a way out is possible. You only have to look at these guys to see how true that is.
I got involved in the gang when I was around 13 years old.
My first introduction to the gang was just people that we hung out with and, grew up with pretty much.
I was given a way to protect myself, and I was given a revolver. I was given a revolver 380, which is a firearm.
How old are you?
At that time, I was 11.
So I'm like 12, he's like 16. I'm listening to this, trying to sneak in the living room and be a part of it. I'm like, yo, I cannot wait to go to jail. In my mind, I'm thinking, yo, jail sounds so fun and just lit, and to become a G, like you have to go through these trenches.
But when I was at college, that's when things started to go downhill, started to spiral out of control again. That's when I started to hang around with a certain group of people, with the wrong crowd.
Telling them if we don't pay a certain amount of money, they will sell my insides for money instead. Bear in mind, I'm only 7 years old, and I've just lost my father. My mum's gone back to London. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy experience.
Trying to get out of a gang is one of the hardest things you can do. It got to a point where I had to go out of the ends.
I was released from prison from my final sentence, which was possession of a firearm, and I knew I needed to change my life. I went on to work real, honest manual labor.
I really and truly fought for my freedom from the age of 16 to like 18.
What has changed then, Blake? So now, obviously, to stop reoffending, what? Because obviously you're not going to take that course again, so what do you plan to do now that's going to be different?
Yeah, I like to, what I would like to do, yeah, like just on a personal note, like I would like to do like positive speaking and shit like that, I don't even know if that's, I don't even know why I like that shit, but I would like to do something like that. I would like to music manage.
And a couple of days later, I was sat in my flat with a friend of mine. And I just looked at him and I had this epiphany and I said, why are we actually doing this? And he looked at me and he said, we're repping the ends, Hez. Repping the postcode, innit? He looked at me and said, Hezron, you're not gonna change. I said, what? He said, you're not gonna change. You're not gonna change from being the person that you are. I looked at him and I said, yeah. Man didn't have that faith in me like I had the faith. But I didn't need him to have faith in me because I knew what steps I wanted to take.
Listen, if you're rolling with your Rambos and you think you're a bad boy, watch when you go to jail and you cry like a baby. I didn't cry because I'm not the crying type, but you will cry. Trust me, drop your knife and live a life. Live a life. Don't put yourself in that position because one wrong maneuver and you'll never see a day of light again.
Now, one of the main interesting talking points for me about all of these stories is that they are all linked by one common factor. All of these people were influenced in some way, shape or form. For those guys that you saw in particular, it seemed to be that they were either groomed by older people or their peers who were already involved.
In just 3 years, the number of 10 to 17-year-olds arrested for intent to supply drugs outside of London have gone up 49%, from 338 to 505.
So these are young people that are forced to carry drugs inside their own bodies. They're forced to travel around the country. They're forced to sell drugs and live in really squalid conditions, sometimes for weeks or months at a time. So actually what it really shows is the harrowing nature of this crime.
And it seems from this report you're identifying that the children are getting even younger.
So we heard from some professionals that children as young as 7 and 8 are being targeted.
But another thing which heavily influences these kinds of scenarios is music. I've mentioned it earlier.
Day in the life, let's see if you really try.
Pats on me, if I slip, that's HMP. 6-figure Aki, no one the feds hit on me. What you heard? Bro, man, a real life shutter.
Flying packs, OT just a hustler. Never add no piece that we juggle packs.
But selling drugs, I'm developing a dad bod. Bang, 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 bang. In the bando, got a slang that crack.
Fam, I ain't a rapper, I'm a trapper from the bando.
Crooks and criminals, crooks and criminals.
Rapper of the year, I sold to the rappers of the year.
I've interviewed a young person in prison, and he said the reason why he killed the people he's killed is because of songs that he'd listened to.
Who you got your knife? Who you got your knife? Abs have countless man on his knife.
He said he wanted to recreate that in real life.
With the reason your dead friend's famous, save it. They ain't done shit, so we take him.
I mean, let's be honest. Some of the lyrics, some of the words in drill music are pretty horrific, aren't they?
It depends how you're looking at it. Like.
I look at some of these lyrics about, the use of blades and knives.
My youngsters are nutters, stay with the cutters, chef up you and your mother.
In London and many of our cities, we've got increasing knife crime and all the rest of it.
In the blade we trust.
And I'm focused on young people because they're the vulnerable ones.
Smoke to my well-known burner. Put a metal to your mouth, no dental, no dental. My name is murder. Like how many times I step on deck?
I know for sure that there's going to be some collateral damage from these things.
You're up right there, got bun in his wing now.
So I'm gonna pause that real quick. First of all, we don't condone no violence, you guys. Just understand this is all entertainment purposes only. For the young people out there as well that want to jump on the mic and start doing this, you guys, when Pirate Radio comes to your school, don't start spitting crud that you're not about. Do you know what I mean? We're not encouraging it. So more time, a lot of things are going to get edited out. So if you don't come correctly and you start saying things about how you want to shoot someone or you want to shank someone and you're chefing this and that, it's not going to make it in the edit. So don't waste your time doing that.
Just wet it, make sure that I twist up a up boy's lungs.
But why though? Why must you make sure to twist up an upwards lunge? It's almost like a competition at times to see who can come up with the most violent, gory, descriptive language. Oh, and in case you haven't noticed, I'm actually stood outside the same school that you saw those kids earlier. And funnily enough for me, it's the same school that I actually went to when I was younger. It's situated in the Hugh Moss Side area of South Manchester, which was known to be rough back in the day when the city had the nickname Gunchester in the 1990s. And this was obviously due to all the gang violence that was happening in those local areas. It's nowhere near as bad now, thankfully, and it wasn't so bad when I was at school, but that's just a bit of history for you.
YK, tell about be later. Not just like the paper, riding like a skater. Gonna need this door like a baker.
Got man trying to hold me down. Yo, get out my way, you're a hater. Just really trying to get these pounds. Gotta stop wasting my time with these fakers. Serve this smoke like a waiter. They got hot this smoke, they got a hand on the vapor. But I came back, bros, no brainer. Yo, galley on me, now my tracky on me. That's standard behavior. Yo, wanna play games like Sega. After the money, hustler by nature. After the money, hustler by nature. Why I came and I'm way too smoky. The sweet one ass actually knows me, bro, but told me that she been through the whole team. Jump out like, yo, what's good? They camp on the block and they get too cozy. Got loyalty deep in my blood, that's why I see red if you touch my broski.
Now, as you saw there, that next kid wasn't rapping about murdering, bunning and up, drugs or anything like that, but I still disagreed with some of the content in that it touched upon the objectification of girls or women and chasing money. Now, it's somewhat subtle compared to the way that a lot of rappers express themselves vocally, but there's still a presence there, so I want to dive a little deeper.
I need this door like a baker. Yo, galley on me, now my tracky on me. That's standard behavior. Yo, wanna play games like Sega. After the money, hustler by nature. After the money, hustler by nature.
There you go. Look, there ain't nothing wrong with finding a member of the opposite sex attractive, as long as you're both of the appropriate age, obviously, and you're both single. But terms like bad B are rooted in disrespect, even though there are plenty of women who will happily take that term as a compliment.
If you're bad B, then let me see your hands. Give it bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch, give it bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch, give it bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch.
And even refer to themselves in such a way.
Ladies, you want some tips on being a bad bitch? Pay close attention.
And then saying things like galley on me and stuff like that, it only promotes lust and fornication, realistically. Which isn't good. Ideally, every guy alive will be able to go out there one day and find a wife. But it's less likely to happen when you have entire cultures promoting things like sleeping around, linking girls left, right and centre, and basing everything on physical attraction.
I told her send me a selfie, duh, with no filter quick. Now she looking diff, catfish, delete that.
Also, ain't nothing necessarily wrong with wanting to earn more money, depending on your situation. The danger lies in when you start looking towards money as if it's some sort of omnipotent source of energy that can solve literally all of your problems, which it can't. Money can solve a lot of problems, but not every single one of them. And if chasing money takes this #1 priority spot in your life, you have a serious issue, because more often than not, people who have this chase money mentality sacrifice morals in order to get where they want to be financially.
I didn't start rapping to be a fucking role model. I still go, bro, for I'm just a young with no morals and a lot of paper.
The love of money is definitely the root of all evil, and when you look into why a lot of roadmen get involved in crime, they're all money motivating activities.
So Gary was from the age of, say, 8, 9, he started passing drugs between my dad and my uncle, and that's facts. I say that all the time, that's facts. And Gary told me, I'll never forget when he told me, when we was a bit older in life, and we're like, we were drug dealers and everything, and we was smoking a spliff and we're chilling. I never forget him say, I never had a chance, bro. Dad used to give me a big bag, a quick save bag. And obviously one time he looked in it and said he remembers his nose getting funny, feeling funny, because he said he looked like sand. Obviously that was heroin. And he gave it to my uncle, and then my uncle gave him a big bag of cash. So he knew about selling drugs from when he was 8, 9 years old. When we moved to Rusholme, which was like a deprived area, what do you think he was going to do when we got into hard times? So he never really had a chance. And when you look at it, we both never had no chance, and that's parents.
And crime is not a good thing, but music can make it seem so.
So he told me to pick up the work. I picked up the work, then my life changed. I see a drug dealer, couple diamond rolling, and I told myself I wanted one just like that.
You will never take that risk. Sit back, laugh with the gang. How they rap when they ain't on piss.
When you listen clearly, if you can understand what they're saying in these drill songs,
We gotta hide our faces, cause we make unknown corpses famous.
it's scary.
Hold my breath, lock my arms, aim for chest.
Young people will listen to that and they want to replicate that because they think, okay, he is now my role model, my idol. For me to be deemed as someone successful, I need to do what he's doing.
Oh, boys running with fear in their eyes. Whoever gets caught, they're gonna get dashed. We know about jumping off 125. Swing my Chandra, I'm aiming high.
You know, I put Rambo blades in chests. Take That Risk by CB.
I put Rambo blades in chests. I put flick nav straight in necks.
It's not good, is it?
He got blammed and bro was aiming. My man, I'm man chilling on BAME. Bad B, get on your knees, no fuss. Drag that out and busting their faces.
I mean, does drill music need to clean itself up? It's really my question to you.
Drill music's like an expression of freedom of speech. Like,
He got done his neck, and he got some in the belly.
it's creativity. It's an opportunity for the younger generation to kind of make something of themselves. So when they're in the studio, when they're doing music videos and that, they're not doing whatever it is that other people will stereotype them for doing.
Tryna do man like bro done. Who's that? I spin it.
A criminal gang member from South London, Jurel O'Connor, 23, also known as the London-based rapper Lowski, has been sentenced to 7 years after being convicted of possessing a loaded revolver while in an Uber.
I just wonder, don't you sometimes think that goes a bit far?
I've shot man on camera, none of my rap it, couple acting, go ask him who slapped him. Ask him.
I'm just saying to you that I think some of this language is it's almost encouraging violence.
I really stand on business between me and G5 man been shot.
Wouldn't it be better for drill music as a whole to get rid of some of this stuff?
What makes you say that though?
I tried shooting brains out the window, pissed at the bell, got stuck in the chamber. Pagans knew where I lived, they still came round and shot my neighbour.
But the thing is as well, it's not just drill music. I mean, people who are familiar with the older genres of UK rap, such as garage, grime, they were talking about those things from a long time. It wasn't as focused and as heavy on the killing, because that's what drill means, to kill. But if you're watching this, you've probably heard of Giggs, one of the most famous rappers to come out of the UK.
Niggas hate me, I'm like, fuck it, hate.
Do you think grime music encourages violence in our society?
Grime? Nah, I don't think so.
Bring it to the battlefield, our touch is me.
No, not at all. Especially the successful ones.
My big 45 feels fucking great.
Because I mean, it depends what they talk about inside the music as well, but yeah, it could be a bad influence, I think.
Should a nigga might snitch, gun buck his face.
Some people even claim his song, Talking the Hardest, to be the UK national anthem. But if you listen to the lyrics that Giggs spoke in that song, it's not too dissimilar to what UK drill is today.
If you're talking the hardest, Giggs better pop up in your thoughts as an artist. Jeez.
Guy talks about guns, drugs, killing, all sorts.
So much straps, I'll have a weaponry orgy. Feds try and nick me for a murder, but it could have been the man that had the weapon before me.
So there's nothing really new under the sun.
Be white, green, I'll be peddling all free. Drop P a box, it was just under 4G.
And it's funny because in my first year of uni, me and my old friends did a parody to that song.
Told my mum she should buy hobnobs. She told me to go get a job.
Now obviously we had a lot of fun making this back in the day, but when it comes to the original, the reality is, the lyrical content is a reflection of a gritty, grimy, and oftentimes grim urban lifestyle. It's not all fun and games to these people, and while many artists of grime and drill music may say they're not glorifying that kind of lifestyle, which I believe some of them definitely are, even if an artist genuinely isn't, the songs in and of themselves can still have a very negative impact on one's psyche. You don't have to glorify gangbanging or roadman culture. Something as simple as rapping about it over an aggressive drill beat is more than enough to cause some damage, because doing that often gives the listeners the impression that you're celebrating the violence that you speak of, even if your intentions are not to do so. I'm not saying it's impossible to come across as positive, motivational, introspective or reflective.
Black is beautiful, black is excellent.
You do have UK rappers like Dave, for example, who, while not exclusive to drill music, are better known for employing a socially conscious style of lyricism. But more often than not, this just doesn't happen, and you can tell when an artist just doesn't care to do this.
Don't make no tracks about girls, it's violent music, be yourself. I get a flow when I let mine go. Love how the gunshot powder smells.
They're more than happy to glamorize the violence, and frequently speak about it with pride.
Chefing man up is one of my traits, especially out on the Woolstone pave. Can't wait to put Big K in a grave.
And this in turn can lead to poisoning the minds of the youth and the people that consume that content. And also not just music, but other forms of media, such as film and TV.
Alright, open your eyes.
Hey, what you doing, man? Hey, put it down. Blood, hold it down, man. Put that away, man. What's wrong with you?
Alright, it's yours, man. Take it.
Get rid of it, man.
Man, take it too,
blood,
man.
Get rid of it, blood. Put it away, man, 'cause I'm not joking.
Put it under the sofa.
I'm joking, innit?
I'm sorry, man.
Now you don't know when to stop,
I'm
man.
sorry, man. I was keeping it clean for you, you know what I mean?
Yo, bruv.
What do you want?
You Vincent, yeah? Heard you like to beat up kids, fam.
They lose my drugs. Old enough to deal with it. You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't fucking know what I'm talking about. Listen to what I'm saying to you, yeah? Shut up. You put your hand on Renell Smith again.
You Vincent?
Why does everyone want to know my name?
Huh?
Yo, come on. Yes, Mooney.
Yo, try. Where you been, man?
Had a couple things to do, man.
What's wrong with these battios, man? All this f***ing playing football. Coming across, stinking it up afterwards.
I just like the zoo, man.
Come on, Becky. Let's go.
You know what?
Them two girl over there are f***ing weird, blood.
I know. What the f*** is she looking at, man?
How can you make her watch you like that, blood? See me now, if that was me, I wouldn't have it. You should spark in her f***ing face.
Yeah, you watch. I'm gonna mash her up.
Wreck my man up.
Leave him alone.
Allow it, man. Say it.
Timmy, run!
Hey, yo, move for my boy. What you doing?
Hey, are you my man? Hey, don't let me wet you up as well.
Go on, do it.
Chill. No, minor. I wet this little up first, then I wet up this little yo up, then I wet this Mickey Mouse looking
Are you dumb? Do you not know that's Switcher's little brother?
Yeah. Hey, sorry, fam, man. I didn't know, fam.
Yo, Skits, why are you, man, troubling my boy for? How are you friends with the ghetto, you? Did your brother know? We just ducked them fools at their own ends.
Look, he's not the ghetto, he just lives in the area. He don't even know any of them.
Obviously, he's gonna tell you that when he goes to school here. If you live in them ends, you're one of them. Ask your brother.
Jackpot, blood.
You said?
Yeah, man must have got our stash back and theirs. Paper, everything.
Some people argue that Roadman or gangster films and TV shows don't encourage that lifestyle at all.
Are you dizzy, blood?
While I disagree, the conversation is far more nuanced than it might seem. Most mainstream films and TV shows depicting roadmen are gritty and often unflattering, which you'd think would discourage viewers from wanting to emulate what they see on screen. However, like many American gangster movies, they often include scenes where the gangsters are on top, reveling in their crimes or the proceeds from them. These moments of triumph, driving flashy cars, living lavishly, commanding respect, are undeniably alluring to some viewers.
I took on the aspirations to become a gangster. I took very early, by the time I was 10, 11, I took on those aspirations. I seen 2 bad boy films, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, and yo, like I say all the time, like, yo, them people there, they was the first people I looked at and thought, yo, I want to be like him.
Typically, the protagonist in these stories is a high-ranking gang member or leader who starts at the bottom of their criminal career and rises to the top.
When you're on top, that's a different ballgame, fam.
This journey creates an emotional investment from the audience. Writers intentionally shape these characters to evoke empathy and even admiration, making them more likable and relatable. After all, if the audience doesn't connect with the main character, they're far less likely to enjoy the film or TV show as a whole, right? There's a reason why people root for Deshane and Sully from Top Boy. They want those guys to win, and they feel genuinely sad when characters like this are, spoiler alert, killed off. Yet those very same people often don't care or even celebrate when similar figures die in real life. Which is interesting to me because you have certain members of the public expressing great delight at the fact that these gang members are taking each other out. At the same time, you have these very same gang members jump in for absolute joy when they successfully smoke one of their ops, as they would say.
These teens danced and celebrated after stabbing and shooting a man at Hackney Central Station. The 20-year-old victim was shot and stabbed multiple times in broad daylight. A video of the group dancing was found on one of the teens' phones, which helped convict the group. They were jailed for a total of 77 years between them.
It's an evil world we live in.
T-Rose's mum, I hope she can't stop crying. I laughed when the sun was dying, flat on the floor and his face was lying.
I'm sure you can see what I'm talking about. Also, you've probably heard comments like, one less criminal roaming the streets, or let them kill each other off, who cares? And of course the classic, the all too familiar, well, when the victim is an ethnic minority. Why does this happen? Because there's no emotional connection to the real person. They're not a friend or a family member. They're just another drug-dealing, good-for-nothing loser, in the eyes of the public anyway. But these same types of characters are celebrated on the big screen. Deshane and Sully are not good people. So why does the audience get upset when fictional characters like them die, yet cheer on real-life gang members killing each other off? Some might say, they're not real, so who cares? And to an extent, I agree. But the same phenomenon applies to real-life gangsters portrayed in documentaries. People watch these films and still empathize with the subject because it's the story behind the person that makes the audience care.
For my 12th birthday, I was given a shotgun and a bulletproof vest.
For your 12th birthday?
Yeah.
Why did you get that as your birthday present?
Because at that time, from 11 to the age of 12, I was taught how to strip a firearm, how to put the firearm together, how to use a firearm, how to hide firearms in cars, how to transport it anywhere and everywhere. So then on my 12th birthday, it was a fact of, I've basically hid everyone else's firearms for the last year. It's time for you to have your own.
Fictional or not, a well-told story compels empathy and sympathy, even for individuals we might otherwise dismiss. Not to mention, these fictional characters are often seen with the money, women, power, and status that many people fantasize about, let's be honest. As a result, some viewers may see them as inspirational or even full-blown role models.
So for me, I just started to take on that kind of perception, that kind of persona. I used to literally eat, sleep, and breathe them that way of life. So at that time, when I was in it, it was like, I actually believed it was the right thing to do.
Thankfully, I think most people can consume this kind of media without wanting to imitate it and just simply see it as entertainment. But isn't that still weird? You wouldn't sell drugs, commit extreme violence, or become a gang member yourself, but you'll happily be entertained by someone else doing it. Living vicariously, as some people say.
You ready to squeeze off on a man?
Yeah.
You fully ready?
Yeah, I am.
You sure?
Trust me.
Who's man gonna done?
Now, an additional point I want to make is that most mainstream gangster films follow a predictable story arc. Rise.
Me, I want what's coming to me.
Oh, well, what's coming to you, Tommy?
The world, Chico. And everything in it.
Then fall. Whether it's a Hollywood production like Goodfellas or Casino, which follows the quintessential narrative of rags to riches and then ruin, or a gritty urban UK tale like Bullet Boy, these stories often end with violent deaths, incarceration, or life on the run. This formula, in many cases, serves to show audiences the ultimate consequences of a criminal lifestyle.
I was arrested for a murder and I was released without charge and went to a pub in the night time. Walking back with a girl from the pub, I thought was invincible. My mate was in a pub, I was drunk, he was saying, come, I'll finger, I'll drop you home. And I was like that, nah, nobody can't f with me. And then apparently one of my so-called mates phoned up the shooters and told them which way I was walking, and that's when I got shot 27 times. The girl got shot once in her chest and once in her hand. I threw her on the floor and I took all the shots. Someone put a gun near my head and let it off. I don't know if they didn't have the balls or if the power of the gun just made it backfire kind of, but the bullet just glanced off the side of my head. I got up and walked, and that's all I was worried about, of this cut here.
While I still don't think these films are healthy to consume, they often do a better job than, say, drill music at portraying the downsides of crime.
I'm in love with violence more. What's it tried on?
There are also a number of independent short films, particularly on platforms like YouTube, that go even further in exposing the harsh realities of crime and the Roadman lifestyle.
Why are you treating me like that? Why are you treating me like that? Are you a dickhead? No, so why do you let people treat you like that, huh? Why do you let people keep walking all over you? Why are you taking man's kindness for weakness, innit? Like, man's helping you and you're treating man like that. Why are you treating me like that? What? You think it's funny? And then you want to stand there and laugh at me? Why are you laughing at me? What? No. What, you want to call me a What? Come there. You want to slap me in my face and give my bruises? No. What? I'll take on all of you. Which one of you wants it? What? All of you at the same time, yeah? Come there. What? Come there, big man. Come there, fight me, yeah? Fight me with your belt. Yeah, I'll go all the way. I'll take you. And you want to...
These projects don't glorify gang culture at all, but still tell gripping, impactful stories. And I think this approach is much more positive because it actively discourages viewers from getting involved in that way of life. Unfortunately, this effort often runs counter to the messages pushed by certain artists in the music industry who work tirelessly to glamorize the very things these films aim to condemn.
Here, my man. What you lying for? Really and truly, if I see Jakes, then I'm doing the dash. The sun goes down, my zoo. Stick to that. You are not a roadman. Come on, it's a good thing, bro. Just don't rap about bull. There's more to life that you can rap about than trap, running from Jakes,
and Darpying guys running from Jakes and I'm doing it. That you wasn't. The Jakes pulled you over. You said yes, officer. You put your car in park.
Now, when it comes to the performers throughout the entertainment industry, such as actors, actresses, rappers, music artists in general, if you recall, we discussed earlier how many of them, if not most of them, have zero background in the things that they portray on the screen or through their music.
Everyone talk gun pump beat, but in a real life, no gun beat off.
I'm comfortable saying most drill rappers aren't drillers. I'm comfortable saying most actors and actresses are just that, actors and actresses. However, it has to be noted that there are definitely some of them who have a history in road culture, and there are some of them who are also active to this day.
Allegedly.
And if you think about it, it's a catch-22, because if you're a drill rapper, if you want to be authentic, you may have this disastrous mindset that you need to go out and take some lives.
They want me to rap, I want to close eyelids.
Now, it's likely that most drill rappers understand the severity of murder, and they are certainly not willing to do even but a fraction of the things that they speak about, which is good in the sense of, okay, so you're not a cold-blooded murderer, but you're still a fraud, and you're profiting off of corrupting and polluting the minds of the youth with violent music.
Yo, I don't know who the man think about them. Give me back then, so I can chin my chest and back again. Rob it, fly it, drop it, dry it. It's still on the man, supply it. Not the cold cake diet.
Whereas on the other hand, if you do want to be considered authentic, you're gonna have blood on your hands, which is terrible.
When that blood got spilled, it gave me chills. I swear I really love the thrill.
And I'm gonna guess that most of these people who are authentic were already gang members before they got into drill music.
How many ops been killed? This beef is real. The guards are down for the drills.
Because think about it, it's crazy to think that if you want to be a drill artist, okay, if I want to be authentic, I'm gonna have to go out and kill somebody. And then you go out and kill somebody just to be considered authentic. That's crazy to me.
The music is glorifying it, you get me? It's making it trend. The music is making it trend. Because there's youths over here, because, come on bro, the stabbing thing is not really here in Bradford, you get me? It's not really active like that. It's London and that, you get me? It's not really down here like that. So the youths that are doing it down here, more time they're getting gassed off the music.
Well, anyway, you do have guys like Digger D who are in and out of prison all the time. I mean, the guy's always getting bagged for something.
I am here, stop! What are you not doing? What are you not doing? Stop, man! I am coming, why are you not doing that? Yes, I heard you!
And then you have CB, who is serving 23 years at the moment. The guy allegedly gets caught up in a police chase and starts waving around a sawn-off shotgun at the feds from inside the vehicle, all the while rocking a clown mask. And on top of that, you have TT, Savo, S13, the list goes on. So again, as fictitious as many drill rappers may be with their lyrics, the fact that there are so many that aren't is quite disturbing, and it's nothing to be proud of. Pride is never good anyway, but wow, well done. You're serving 25 years for killing someone. Okay, now what?
Talk cool, come on in, get touched. Carry on chatting, splash, I love it. Do it in public, Spartan tug.
And you're hopping on beats, rapping about it, influencing others to do the same, as if it's a good thing. It's not a good thing, whether or not they got groomed or influenced or whatever. It gets to a point where you have to take accountability for your own actions, right? You've just seen it's not impossible to escape that lifestyle. Some people just choose to stay in it. As difficult as it may be for a lot of them to try and change their position, they would rather not try. They would rather stick to what they know, even if it gets them killed or in jail. Sad.
How does it feel?
To be honest, Stefan, you done left me a long time ago.
Not worth it.
This fictional character chose not to avenge the death of his brother and continued the cycle of gang violence that has plagued his community for generations. If even but a quarter of the roadmen affected by knife and gun crime made this decision today, the impact would be astounding. But with knife crime and illegal drug use on the rise, as well as drill music being as popular as ever, combined with the cost of living crisis that is driving people into absolute despair, is the road life really going to be put to death anytime soon?
Oh, hello!
A ban on zombie-style knives and machetes is coming.
The ban will make it harder for people in the UK to buy and sell knives like these.
Let me chat to you. Let me just chat to you. Hey, bro, let me chat to you. Running it.
What I'm saying, like, stupid, because back home, enough of us now say walk one. Like, that is like ancient things.